From the racing capital to Capitol Hill.
INDYCAR has never done something like this ever.
INDYCAR, first tested on the bricks of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, now sets new records on the streets of Washington, D.C.
It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. This is not something that gets repeated.
It's beyond special for me.
25 cars will speed by history as they make their own at the Freedom 250 Grand Prix.
Incredible, like 15 out of 10, like it's surreal.
This is Racing the Capitol, a FOX59 original. This weekend, INDYCAR is making history in Washington, D.C. The racing series that started more than a century ago right here in central Indiana will be the first to compete on the streets of the nation's capital to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States. Thanks for joining us tonight for our special Racing the Capitol, a FOX59 original. I'm Dan Spieler.
And I'm Beershel Edmay. The Freedom 250 Grand Prix will air right here on FOX59 on Sunday. And when it does, we get to see the thrills of what happens on the streets of Washington, D.C., having now become a new racetrack. 25 drivers will compete around the nation's capital on a 1.7-mile track. There will be 147 laps for a total of 250 miles, and speeds could reach 185 miles per hour, 7 times the normal speed. The drivers and teams are all in D.C. getting ready for practice tomorrow.
Fox 59's Chelsea Helms is also in D.C. right now, and tonight she shows us their excitement for this history-making event. Chelsea?
I am coming to you from Pennsylvania Ave, which is serving as pit row for this weekend's race, just down the road from the nation's Capitol building. And anticipation is high for every driver in this series race to take on such a unique course.
This is the world stage, essentially, and, you know, all the monuments, the museums, you know, capitals, all the buildings.
For me, I've always seen it in the movies and on the TV shows. So for me to be here, it just feels surreal. So even now, doing this interview and just looking there and looking at the Capitol Hill, it's incredible.
Excited and proud to be racing in front of the White House, the President of the United States. It's just going to be a great show. INDYCAR is always a show, but this is going to be something on its own.
We're in D.C. We're going around the Capitol building or next to the Capitol building, around the museums, Pennsylvania Avenue. There's a lot of history that's involved with this, and it's gotten a lot of hype from the media, from the teams, from all the fans. A lot of people are looking at this, which puts a little bit of extra pressure on all of us drivers to make sure that we go out there and we perform.
That was our Chelsea Helms reporting. And check this out. Fox 59's cameras were rolling when cars arrived on the track this afternoon. You're watching the Team Penske cars of Joseph Newgarden, Scott McLaughlin, and David Malukas being brought onto the streets of D.C.
All right, let's take a closer look at the track. It's taking drivers past some of the most iconic views in the country. You have this map right here. The start-finish line has the U.S. Capitol right there in the background. The drivers will go down Pennsylvania Avenue past the National Archives, home to the Constitution and Declaration of Independence. They'll drive past views of the National Monument and more of the Smithsonian's museums there as well. Chelsea Helms is back to show us more around the track right now.
How's this for a view from above? We are at the Media Center, and this is our overlook of the track. Right in front of the nation's Capitol building is turn 1, and just to the side is pit lane. That is where the drivers will be changing out tires throughout the course of the Freedom 250. There are many historical landmarks along this street race, and as drivers are pulling into pit lane, check this out. They're going to be cruising right by the National Gallery of Art. Welcome to the suites. This is where you'll find some of the best views on race day, and it's not necessarily because of the portion of the track you'll be sitting in front of along 7th Street, but because of the monuments you'll be able to see. We've got the National Archives, the Washington Monument, and then there's the Smithsonian Castle right next to it, all within a head's turn. These are the view of the grandstands in between turns 4 and 5 when the some 250,000 fans who are coming here to witness history made and INDYCAR's longest street race ever at 250 miles. That means these drivers are probably going to have to make 3, maybe 4 pit stops throughout the entirety of the race. There are a lot of unique challenges they'll be facing, and we talked to drivers about some of them.
47 is going to be very hard on us, and you got to remember these cars, whatever the ambient is, probably add another 30 degrees of internal temp where we sit inside the car with the radiators and heat exchangers. So it's going to be very, very physical for us.
To make this the distance that it is and have it be a four-stop race, I think it's just going to put a different emphasis on how you manage the tires throughout the race.
It's going to be tough, but there's some tracks that look similar to this one, looking at the corners and looking at the surface. So that's how we go back to our previous data and scoop up everything we can to make a package that works for this track.
There's so many unknowns, which is fun, like where there is chaos, there's opportunity. So I think it's going to be a fun weekend all around.
It's typical of every street course to have some carnage sometimes. If you make a mistake, you're in a concrete wall. These cars are fragile. As soon as you touch one, the car is destroyed.
As drivers, you're trying to get the car right, and every track's a little different. Every asphalt's different. Being in the Northeast versus being in Texas, the way that everything's done. So that's one of the biggest challenges.
Sometimes you might find yourself in the lead, out of nowhere, or you might be leading the whole day and just, get clobbered by a back marker. That's just the reality of street course racing.
Chelsea Helms there out in D.C. hearing from the drivers. The Freedom 250 Grand Prix is being marketed as a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. IndyCar doesn't plan to race on the streets of Washington again.
We spoke with IndyCar President Doug Bowles while he was checking out the track this week.
It's really hard to believe when you're standing here that this race is actually going to take place in this city. And I think that, like I said, it's going to be something we look back on and can't believe that we actually got to run Indy cars in the celebration of our 250th anniversary of our country right here in our nation's capital.
Now, there was a special kickoff event in D.C. yesterday where we heard from the chair of the Freedom 250 Grand Prix, Penske Corporation President Bud Deckner. The chair says he had around 20 meetings with Congress members to convince them to even bring this race to the nation's capital.
President Trump signed an executive order bringing the race to D.C. back in January. And since then, it's been a bipartisan effort bringing together members of his administration and the Democratic mayor of Washington, D.C. as well.
I think the word that I use is pride. Proud to be an American, proud to be here, proud to have my fingers on history.
President Trump and the First Lady are expected to take a lap around the track before Sunday's race, and the president is expected to wave the green flag on Sunday. This race puts IndyCar squarely in the national spotlight this weekend, and it's a big opportunity to grow the sport.
Already having an impact on the series, which is headquartered right here in Indiana.
We've already achieved over $500 million in earned media value, over $500 million. We haven't had the race yet. Okay, this may have more earned media than the Indy 500, the biggest single sporting event attended in the world. That means something.
I think just all these huge opportunities that we have to get our sport and to get our, our series in front of as many eyes as we can, and as many people that maybe don't quite follow all the time and maybe don't quite know all about it. I think they're going to get them hooked.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic to have the amount of attention. The global media will be obviously watching this all over the world. So I think it's a great opportunity for the series and all the drivers, and the race winner is going to feel very, very proud.
We're all just getting started here. Fox is going all out for this race.
They certainly are. They're planning some really unique vantage points for their cameras and a 90-minute pre-race show. Longtime pit reporter Jamie Little will be a part of it. She may interview the president again ahead of the race. We spoke with her about all of the anticipation in D.C. for this event.
I think there's nerves because there's going to be so much pride that comes with winning this race, to win a one-off, to win one of those moments. This is going to be one of those races in history that you remember where you were and that you got to be part of it. You'll never forget it. So I think these drivers are putting a lot on themselves and their teams to try to come out victorious on Sunday.
Jamie Little from Fox Sports. You'll see her on the coverage Sunday. Now, the race, of course, isn't here in Indiana, but it's still having a big impact here. Coming up tonight, the role it's playing in our state's future and a special delivery. Yeah, the unique designs you'll be seeing on the cars this weekend.
You're watching Racing the Capital, a Fox 59 original. We'll talk about a unique marketing opportunity. What you're seeing here is an Indy car, a show car there traveling on the DC Metro system. The goal was to encourage visitors to take the Metro to get to and from the track.
It's just an iconic view to see a race car come through here. And so we're pretty excited to be another part of American history.
Organizers expect 140,000 fans on race day.
Yeah, Fox 59's Chelsea Helms caught up with some of them in Washington, D.C.
Fans from all over the country already arriving in Washington, D.C. for the Freedom 250 Grand Prix. I caught up with someone from all the way in Washington State, as well as someone from North Carolina who came here to hear the engines roar.
I love IndyCar racing, love racing in general, but love IndyCar racing, and this is just such a great event for, to have for our country.
It's just an incredible experience to celebrate 250 years of America.
I also spoke with a native Hoosier who now lives close by to here, who says she is excited to see IndyCar make its way to the nation's capital.
Just exhilarating, the speed, the sound, the food, everything. It was just one of my greatest memories living there in the good old state of Indiana.
What are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Just the excitement, bringing this to our nation's capital is just so thrilling. I never would have thought in my lifetime that I would have been able to experience this here in our nation's capital, so I'm really excited.
Chelsea Helms there with the IndyCar fans in D.C. Now, this race is happening about 600 miles away from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, all around the National Mall, but it's still going to have a big impact right here in Indiana. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation is actually renting a suite overlooking the track for 2 days at a cost of $200,000.
And they plan to pitch Indiana's business climate and meet with leaders in the defense, motorsports, and aerospace industries.
So much of what we do in economic development is based on the talented workforce that we have here, and helping people to understand that this is where motorsports really lives, is in Indiana, is a good way to kind of attract the talent that ultimately is part of that circle that also attracts business here.
This in the forefront, but also education. Here at the Rose Garden at the White House, First Lady Melania Trump announced a partnership with INDYCAR and the Fox Corporation. The companies donated $2 million for scholarships at IU and Purdue for foster kids. It's part of the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative that partners with nearly 30 colleges and universities.
This morning, INDYCAR announced that it's switching to fuel mostly sourced from right here in Indiana. At a press conference there in D.C., they announced an updated formulation of Shell's 100% renewable race fuel that'll be introduced next year. You see the House Speaker was there as well. The ethanol feedstock will be domestically sourced from Indiana. ECR owner and Fox 59 IndyCar analyst Ed Carpenter was also at today's announcement.
The majority of our brands and partners at ECR are all Indiana-based companies. So, just having another extension of that with the corn being sourced from Indiana and our 100% renewable fuels, just another connection to the state.
Now, there's a big opportunity here this weekend for IndyCar to be on the world stage. And before the green flag flies Sunday, you'll see a 90-minute pre-race program from Fox Sports right here on Fox 59.
Eight-time Indy 500 starter Jack Harvey is a Fox pit reporter, and we spoke with him about some of the excitement heading into this weekend.
This weekend is just an amazing celebration of America, celebration of sports, and I'm proud to be a part of it, because I don't think this race will ever happen again, and it'll be one that we talk about hopefully in 50 years from now and just remember it as being so cool. I don't think there's anywhere more historic in America than DC. So many landmarks and monuments that so many people know, and just to be able to broadcast that and show it off whilst there's an IndyCar race happening at the same time, it's so unique.
You heard Jack talk about the uniqueness of this, also the celebration, the question, who will walk away the champion on Sunday and get to celebrate? Alex Palou is getting closer to his 5th series championship. The storylines we're watching coming up next.
And giving back off the track, the special mission Santino Ferrucci is driving for on Sunday. You're watching Racing the Capitol, a Fox 59 original. We'll be right back as we look at this beautiful sunset tonight in Washington, D.C. Stick around.
A special honor for a NASA astronaut. Artemis II Commander Reed Wiseman will ride in the fastest seat in sports on Sunday. The mission around the far side of the moon took 4 astronauts farther into space than humans had ever been before. And you may remember, mission specialist Jeremy Hansen was a special guest at this year's Indy 500.
Well, check it out. You're looking at the trophy the owner of the winning car in Sunday's Freedom 250 Grand Prix will receive. A pretty special prize for a race that IndyCar says will only happen this once. Welcome back to Racing the Capital, a Fox 59 original tonight as we get you ready for this weekend's race. You know, Alex Palou has raised the Astor Cup trophy as IndyCar Series champion 4 different times.
And this weekend, there's a chance he clinches the series championship again. Here's a look at the standings. Palou has a 133-point lead over Kyle Kirkwood. David Malukas sits in third. Technically, 9 drivers are still mathematically eligible for this championship, but anyone who trails by 162 points or more after DC will be eliminated. We caught up with Palou on Capitol Hill just yesterday.
Honestly, this weekend I'm only thinking about the win. That's all I have in my head. I think that's the only thing that I and the team care about this weekend. And then Milwaukee will think about the championship again.
Okay, so if he clinches this, it would be a record-tying 4th series championship in a row, 5th overall.
It'd be kind of exciting to clinch it there at a race like this. We'll see what happens. This is a new track for the entire field, so everybody's coming in with the same experience on this circuit for this particular race. They've never done it before. Andretti Global's Marcus Ericsson won last week's inaugural street race in Markham, Ontario. Fox Sports reporter Jack Harvey thinks the 2022 Indy 500 champ or one of his teammates could do it again.
They have been so strong on all the street circuits this year. Actually, before Markham, I picked Marcus Ericsson to be my winner. He's so methodical. He steps through a weekend brilliantly and in a car that really seems to excel on them tracks. I think there's a strong possibility that Marcus Ericsson goes back-to-back.
All right, so there's a lot of media attention and spectacle around this race. Who will win? All of it also being compared to the Indy 500.
Some drivers tell us it drives their desire to win even more.
It's a huge privilege and more responsibility as well to represent ourselves and our teams and our sport in front of an audience that maybe wouldn't be paying attention to the race otherwise. And I thought it's a great opportunity for all involved, and obviously celebrating a much bigger thing in terms of the country's birthday, but being able to put on a pretty good show for everyone is also top of mind.
It kind of feels like a 500 type of event with the spectacle that surrounds it, and I love flyovers. I'm really excited for the flyover, and you know, just the amount of new fans that will get into the sport, especially here in the Northeast.
You look at our biggest races of the year, you look at the Indy 500, you look at places like Long Beach, maybe St. Petersburg, ones where there's a lot of fans, there's a lot of viewership on TV, and this one is going to be one of the biggest, right? It actually might end up being bigger than the 500, we don't know yet, right? So that weighs a lot in our determination and how much we want to win this race.
And hey, these racers will be in style in DC. Many drivers are running Patriotic liveries this weekend. You're seeing some of them now. And the designs, Team Penske adding stars and stripes to each of its 3 cars. Rinus VeeKay with Juncos Hollinger Racing is also sporting the stars and the stripes.
Letterman Lanigan Racing unveiled a marble look for Louis Foster. His car also has the signatures from the Declaration of Independence on it. And a unique look for Meyer Shank Racing's Marcus Armstrong's car. It has the design of Mount Rushmore along the sides of the race car. Pretty cool.
AJ Foyt Racing Santino Ferrucci, meanwhile, is driving for a special cause this season and the weekend.
Yeah, his car highlights Homes for Our Troops, an organization that builds homes for injured veterans who served after 9/11. Ferrucci unveiled a special helmet for this weekend as well. Has a patriotic theme marking 25 years since September 11th. That helmet will be auctioned off to raise money for veterans.
One of the perks of working with Homes for Our Troops is getting to meet the veterans, and honestly, it's one of the best parts. I mean, these guys, their story, hearing what they've come from, their background, you know, obviously seeing what they've sacrificed, getting to meet their families, hearing how Homes for Troops has changed their lives. It's all part of the mission, and honestly, for me, it's amazing to talk to these guys.
AJ Foyt Racing frequently hosts veterans and their families as special guests of the team at IndyCar events. That helmet auction will go live tomorrow morning.
A special tribute to the Indy 500 in Washington, D.C. The racing legend honored at a display inside the National Air and Space Museum. You're watching Racing the Capital as we give you a live look in D.C. right here on Fox 59.
So I really think there's going to be a lot of new fans that maybe want to get into watching IndyCar, and I feel like, you know, after they watch this weekend, I think they might be hooked for a lifetime.
You're looking at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on August 23rd, 2020. That's the date when the Indy 500 ran 2 months delayed and without fans during the coronavirus pandemic. And now, on that same date, 6 years later, the INDYCAR Series is making history in Washington, D.C., putting on the first race ever on the streets of our nation's capital.
And you're looking at an overhead view of Pit Road in Washington, D.C., where our Chelsea Helms spoke with the pit boss for the Freedom 250 Grand Prix, who has the same role at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
We adapt pretty quickly. A lot of the tracks are about the same, so a lot of the things that we would do at Indianapolis are the same things that we would do here. So we learn to keep everybody safe, the teams, the drivers, spectators, everybody, we keep them all safe.
What are you looking forward to most this weekend?
This was my very first duty assignment when I was in the military, so this is a homecoming for me, so it's like extra special. I spent 30 years in the military, and I'm bragging right now, but anyway, this is a homecoming for me because I haven't been here since the 1980s.
No need to be humble. What a job he gets to have all the time, and experience he brings to it, right? Well, thank you, Chelsea, for that one-on-one. And you can find a couple pieces of history of the Indy 500 in Washington, D.C.
So let's step inside the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum right now, where you can find this display in the Nation of Speed exhibit. It celebrates the Indy 500. And you see bricks from IMS, and that's the car right there that the legendary Mario Andretti drove to win the Indy 500 back in 1969. All right, so Sunday, it's 147 laps, 250 miles. Who will earn the big win on Sunday?
IndyCar President Doug Bowles says this race is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and that means the driver who wins it will forever be a part of history.
This is just a big opportunity for our sport, and that's why I think drivers want to win it so badly. You know, me in particular, but I'm sure everybody in here feels the same, but it would mean a lot.
I think this race itself weighs a little bit more maybe than others.
I think in our sport it's very tough to rank things compared to the 500. It's so big, and it kind of makes a big like chair for us in the history books, but this will be by far the biggest win after that.
That trophy will go in a very special place at my house.
I know I'm not American, but it would be extremely special to win.
Yeah, I think this one would rank up there as one of the most prestigious and amazing ones you could ever win.
When you're a competitor, it doesn't matter where you are competing, you want to win. But in this case, with such history, good luck to all of the drivers there this weekend. Meanwhile, thank you for joining us here for our special Racing the Capital, a Fox 59 original. I'm Birshel Edmond.
And I'm Dan Spieler. Fox's coverage of the Freedom 250 Grand Prix starts Sunday morning at 11:30 right here on Fox 59. We leave you with another live look at that beautiful sunset over the National Mall.